They should do like a food in the back of the start at the bottom of the list.
Oh yeah, like I know I'm ready for the
Go ahead.
Am I going to start everybody? Yes.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2022-2023 Evening of Excellence. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate your children's achievements throughout their school career. My name is Zoe Salzman, and I am the National Honor Society President. And
I'm Jameson, the National Honor Society Vice President, and we will be your hosts for tonight.
all right, our first award is the 4-Year Achievement Award for perfect attendance, and it will be presented by Mr. Nompke.
Thank you. This is always a highlight. First of all, thank you for Zoe and Jameson for being our MCs tonight. It's always nice when I always think the less you get to hear from me and the more you get to hear from them is probably a good thing. But I will want to lead in tonight with saying that this is a highlight of the year. These students have worked not just this year, but obviously through their 4 years of high school and even going back through their entire school experience to get to this point. And it's really nice to be able to recognize a lot of the great achievements that happen in our schools. And so that's the goal for tonight. And so we're going to start with a Perfect Attendance Award, and this Perfect Attendance Award is for all 4 years of high school. So if I could have Clayton Palmy come up. And when the award winners get their award, if they can go to my right, your left, and you can get your picture taken over there with your award. I'm going to go ahead and give out the next award too, because I noticed on the docket that I'm back to back. So this is award, and she's not here this evening because she is currently playing soccer in our. So we have a couple of people, students that aren't here tonight, because it just so happened that in districts, our baseball team is playing tonight, and our girls soccer team is also playing tonight, which is a good thing that they're still playing, but it's one of those things with the district tournament that's not stuff that we schedule. That's stuff that gets scheduled for us, so unfortunately it happened tonight, so we don't get to honor them here tonight. But we would like to still say their names and introduce them. So this is an award that's already been given, and I would like to say that our Post-Dispatch Scholar Athlete for this year is Peyton Broderick. Congratulations.
All right, once again, unfortunately, the next person also isn't here tonight, but I'd like to mention them, of course. It's the Military Recognition Award, and it was for Stick. He's deciding to go into the Navy, and that's a big commitment for our country, and I just thought that it would be good to mention them, so that's good. Give them a round of applause.
Next up is the Allée Le Français Award presented by Mrs. Hans and, Mrs. Hans.
My own student didn't call me Madame. Allée Le Français Continuing French Studies Scholarship is awarded each year to a Windsor High School senior who plans on taking a collegiate French class at a 2-year or 4-year university. This year's recipients have maintained an A average in all 8 semesters of French here at Windsor High School. They are members of the French Club and French Honor Society. One wrote in their essay, "By continuing my studies in French, I would be able to further my understanding and, in the future, master a language that is prevalent in countries around the world." Another wrote, "Being able to speak another language fluently has always been a goal of mine, and one that I can see myself accomplishing in my college career. This scholarship would help me pay for tuition to give me the opportunity to take another step towards my goal." And the final recipient wrote, "If I'm being honest, I first decided to take French over Spanish when I saw Madame handing out tomatoes during my freshman open house. What can I say? I really like tomatoes. However, when I finally started taking the class, I realized that it was something that I actually enjoyed. So how could I choose just one recipient? Permettez-moi de vous présenter 3 élèves excellentes. It is my pleasure to award the Allée Le Français scholarships to Macy Mayfield, Carmen Peterson, and Lindsay Schneider. Oh, we're supposed to go this way. Yeah, picture. Merci.
Let's do it on stage.
All right, our next award is the Connie Stanton Award, and it's presented by some Windsor Elementary staff.
Good evening. As she said, we are here to present the Connie Stanton Memorial Scholarship. Connie Stanton was a kindergarten teacher with us for over 20 years at Windsor Elementary, and she is no longer with us. But we are proud to present this award to Emily Wider.
All right, our next award is the Career Education Scholarship. A little background about this one. James and Virginia Freer were longtime educators in the Windsor School District, and they took tremendous pride in the quality and growth of the district. To honor their legacy, their grandson Matt, along with his wife Sarah, are pleased to offer a $1,000 scholarship to another future educator, Mrs. Emily Widener. Over here.
Our next award is the Home Service Oil Award presented by Mr. Jason Naki.
I'm back. The Home Service Oil Scholarship is sponsored by Mr. David Mangelsdorf, who is a Windsor grad and has sponsored this scholarship several years. The scholarship is designed for somebody that is going to further their education within the community. It's usually at Jefferson College, and I am pleased to present this scholarship to Josh Chancellor.
Our next award is the Junior Owls presented by Mr. Greg Patterson.
Good evening. So the last 6 years, we've been fortunate enough to be able to offer a $1,000 scholarship to a Windsor senior football player. This year's recipient is Mr. Clay Scott. Clay is actually not here tonight with us. He's in the baseball districts, so we'll get this over to Clay. But a little bit about Clay: he's been a 4-year member of the varsity football, baseball, and wrestling. He's the captain of the varsity football and wrestling team as a senior. He was an all-conference selection as an offensive lineman as a junior and a senior, and he's going to be continuing his education at East Central Community College next fall. So, Clay Scott, everybody.
All right, our next award is the Margaret West Wilk Award presented by Mr. Kevin Stofey.
Margaret West Wilk was a woman who lived most of her life in the Imperial area. Having lived through the Great Depression of the 1930s, she recognized the value of hard work and the need for a quality education. When she passed away in 2001, she established a trust to provide students at Windsor High School with opportunities to continue their education. The scholarship is a $2,000 award that can be renewed for a second year with successful completion of the first, potentially $4,000 toward expenses. I'm happy to announce that there will be 2 recipients this year, and they are, we have Peyton Broderick and Lindsay Schneider. And Peyton's at a ball game.
Our next award for the night is the Mary Jane Robertson Award presented by Margie Sammons and Teresa Robertson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I always look forward to this night of excellence. This year, we're on a different, complete side of the building. So Windsor graduates, your journey is far from over. And on behalf of the Windsor chapter of the National Educators Association, we would like to congratulate each one of you. My name is Allison Webb, and I have been lucky enough to teach general music at Freer Elementary for 17 years. I always enjoy catching up with my former students, so if you see me later, please say hello. Tonight, WNEA has 4 scholarships to present to you. The first 2 are our general WNEA scholarships, and the second 2 are the Mary Jane Robertson Memorial Scholarships. So some members of her family are here tonight to present those 2 to our very deserving recipients. And for the general scholarship recipients, we selected 2 WHS seniors. The first recipient is a young man who, quote, has the ability to understand any concept to which he applies himself, according to his math teacher. He organized the student council car wash and was captain of his soccer team. He plans to attend MU in Columbia in the fall, where he will be a pre-med student. with the hopes of becoming a doctor in his bright future. Please help me congratulate, and I hope he's here, Cal Montgomery. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The second general scholarship recipient is a young lady who has distinguished herself from her peers due to her leadership and mentorship in cheerleading. She says she, quote, tried to set an example of what it meant to be a good teammate, and she really enjoyed volunteering to help younger cheerleaders develop their skills. She was also captain of the tennis team, on the executive board for the French club, and she has participated in several community service projects. She plans to attend college in Florida, where she will study forensic science. Let's hear it for Carmen Peterson. The Mary Jane Robertson Memorial Scholarship is given to a student, and this year to 2 students, who have declared a major in a helping field. He or she intends to be a first responder, a teacher, or a civil servant, someone who will help others in the community in the not too distant future, and who got a head start in community service as a high schooler. This year, WNEA received a generous donation from Mary Jane's family for a second award. Please welcome Mrs. Margie Sammons and Teresa Robertson Portel.
Hi, good evening. Mary Jane Robertson was my aunt, and she had a she was very passionate about education, and she would be really happy with all this going on today. It is my pleasure to present these scholarship awards. The first Mary Jane Robertson Scholarship goes to a young lady who has devoted a lot of her high school years to service of others, which is right in line with Mary Jane's legacy. Our WHS senior was leader in March for Hunger and Carnival of Character for the 5th graders. She has helped with Special Olympics, and she plans to continue working to help people. She will be a student at Mineral Area Community College in the fall, studying secondary education. Please welcome Abigail Holland. The second Mary Jane Robertson Scholarship is given tonight to a young lady who strives for excellence in and out of the classroom. Her French instructor and drama teacher, Lisa Hans, says that she successfully balances schoolwork, extracurricular activities, and praises her raw talent, enthusiasm, and energy on stage. Her career on stage won't end after graduation. She plans to study elementary education with an emphasis on math and theater at Truman State University. Let's hear it for Emily Wildner.
Thank you so much.
Up next is the memorial presented by Mr. Naki.
As you can see, there's a reason why I sat close to the Memorial Scholarship. There's numerous scholarships, and I'll be giving some other ones out later tonight that come to us by virtue of anonymous donors, and it's just an example of the generous community that we all are a part of. And so the Memorial Scholarship is one of those scholarships that are donated to the school, and we're happy to give to deserving recipients. There are 2 recipients this evening. The first one is Clay Scott, who cannot be here because he's playing baseball. So round of applause, please. And our second recipient is Owen Williams. Thank you.
Okay, our next award is the Morgan Music Scholarship presented by Madame.
The Morgan Music Scholarship honors dedication to vocal music in and beyond Windsor High School. It is named in honor of Perry and Janine Morgan, grandparents of Windsor High School graduates Rachel, Lauren, and Kevin Hans, who not only sang in Windsor choir ensembles, but who also sang in choir ensembles for 8 semesters at their respective colleges. The Morgan Music Scholarship is awarded to a senior WHS choir member who meets the following requirements: is a model choir member, exhibits musical dedication and promise, and continues singing at the collegiate level. Please join me in recognizing this year's recipients of the Morgan Music Scholarship, Joseph Bowman and Amelia Evans.
Our next award is the Missouri State Teachers Association, presented by Valerie Peters and Denise Hummel.
Windsor MSTA is pleased to award 2 $500 scholarships tonight. The MSTA Scholarship Committee is happy to introduce to you our new scholarship recipients. Our first scholarship winner is very active in his church and Boy Scouts. He spent numerous hours practicing for a musical that accepted donations for local homeless populations. This candidate volunteered many hours towards an Eagle Scout project for Windsor Intermediate Center. This candidate had ambition and strive to do the right thing when he faced the challenging times during the COVID-19 pandemic. He knew the importance of his schoolwork even though internet learning was a challenge for him, spending up to 16 hours a day working on schoolwork. Valerie and I are pleased to present the first of 2 $500 scholarships, MSTA scholarships to Joe Bowman. Congratulations.
Thank you.
More attention up here, Valerie.
Oops. Sorry. Sorry.
That's all right.
Our second scholarship winner understands the importance of grades and how it affects her future. She states that even though she may procrastinate, it does not mean she doesn't put full effort into the task to get it completed. She has an excellent grade point average and an attendance record. This candidate has participated in food drives and has volunteered to be an assistant during the Summerfest summer program at the Windsor Intermediate Center. This candidate would like to continue her education to become an elementary school teacher while being involved in theater, either directing a school production or in a community theater. Valerie and I are pleased to present the second MSTA scholarship to Emily Weiner. Congratulations.
It's a little wet. No.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
All right, our next award is the Pat Wallace, presented by Mr. Nocky.
You only have to applaud for me one more time. The Pat Wallace was a middle school social studies teacher in the Windsor School District, and unfortunately, years back, passed away from cancer. And this scholarship was created in her name, and like the scholarship that I mentioned the last time I was up here, this one also is funded by an anonymous donor. I'm glad to hand this scholarship out to two very deserving recipients. The first one is Mr. Hayden Barker. And our second recipient of the Pat Wallace Scholarship, Mr. Kyle Montgomery. MIT.
All right, our next scholarship is our Rotary Scholarship. This year's winners are Macy Mayfield and Clay Scott. Both of our winners are unable to attend due to their sports obligations at district soccer and district baseball, but both of these students have been outstanding citizens and role models in our school community, both on and off the field. In fact, Macy and Clay have both committed to furthering their academic and athletic careers after high school. Macy has committed to playing soccer at William Jewell University, and Clay has committed, as said earlier, to East Central College for baseball. We wish them much success after Windsor High School. Congratulations.
Our next community scholarship is our Shelter Insurance Award. This year's winner is awarded to Clay Scott. Congratulations, Clay.
All right, up next to present our Pride Scholarship is Mr. Nocky once again.
Last time. The Pride Scholarship. Pride was started in the Windsor School District. It was an organization that was for drug and alcohol awareness and fought against drug and alcohol abuse in the community. And again, this is a scholarship that is funded by an anonymous donor. We have two deserving recipients. The first one, Ryan Lovelace. And the second recipient of our Pride Scholarship, Madeline Mancuso.
And next is our Tada Scholarship presented by Madame Hans and Mrs. Ellen Mueller.
The Theater Appreciation and Dedication Award, ta-da! was established in 2019 and honors a 4-year commitment to Windsor's musical theater department.
Our first awardee was a member of the tech crew during her freshman and sophomore years running the light board. Then she decided that she wanted to be in the limelight and joined the cast of Oliver as an orphan. This past year she managed the ensemble as Officer Jane in Footloose, and we had her doing tech backstage as well.
Matilda Kramer, we are proud to honor you with the Theater Appreciation and Dedication Award.
Our next awardee started off in the ensemble of High School Musical on stage, then moved to tech crew running a spotlight for We Will Rock You. He then decided to get back in the spotlight and played the governor in Oliver, and he continued in a leadership role his senior year as coach in Footloose.
Please join us in honoring James Wider, recipient of the Theater Appreciation and Dedication Award.
The next student said that I slapped a sticker on her freshman year and told her to get up on stage and audition. It also helped that her older sister encouraged her as well. We've watched her grow from a shy ensemble member in High School Musical on stage, a bohemian named Bruce Springsteen in We Will Rock You, the sassy widow Corny in Oliver, and the classy Reverend's wife Vi Moore in Footloose, where her solo always brought a tear to my eye.
Emily Widener, you are so deserving of the Theater Appreciation and Dedication Award.
The next recipient also followed in his siblings' footsteps. His sister played LeFou in Beauty and the Beast, and his brother played Birdie in Bye Bye Birdie. He started his freshman year in the ensemble of High School Musical on stage, dribbling a basketball and singing at the same time. In We Will Rock You, he was a bohemian named Puff, after Puff Daddy. All our cast members were named after rock stars. I really loved putting him in a straitjacket in the musical number Under Pressure. Get me out. He did an amazing job as Mr. Bumble in Oliver his junior year, but it was his role of Willard in Footloose that made me, his musical mama, so proud.
Mama says, you earned a Theater Appreciation and Dedication Award, Demetrius Dubas.
And finally, our last awardee who rolled his way on stage his freshman year in High School Musical on stage, but he didn't just wear Heelys, he also made an appearance in his creepy Halloween costume. Then in We Will Rock You, he channeled all of his energy into his character of Brit, also known as Britney Spears. He had all of the ensemble scared to death of him when he played the bad guy Bill Sykes in Oliver. But it was his leadership, talent, and energy as the lead role of Wren in Footloose that made our last production so memorable.
Joseph Bowman, come dance your way up to receive a Theater Appreciation and Dedication Award. Thank you, Tim.
All right, I have some the Windsor Alumni Foundation Scholarship presented by Mr. Troy Cardona and Mr. Greg Patterson.
I ain't been in court in a while, but slip and fall up here waiting. Greg, you gotta do the ta-das. So about, 15 years ago, some other members of the Hall of Fame and I think Dr. Montgomery was involved right from the beginning, decided to form the Windsor Alumni Scholarship Foundation. And I think over the last 10 years or so, we've probably given away right at $100,000. And Dr. Montgomery is kind of like the backbone of it. She organizes a fundraiser with a discount card that is sold throughout the district, I think. And then there's been a golf tournament that Mr. Busher helped organize. And so this year, there are going to be 8 recipients of a $2,000 scholarship. And those students are chosen from among the highest academic achievement and from the involvement in their class. So those recipients, Greg, you got the list here, or you want to read it off of here? You want us to go through those? Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations on your hard work.
Our first recipient is Skylar Rosswell.
Soccer.
Okay, she's at soccer. Madison Hard.
Congratulations.
We have Ethan Meese.
Congratulations.
Lucas Ablin.
Congratulations, sir.
Mia Steighorst. Peyton Broderick, I believe she's at soccer as well. Joseph Pullman. And our last recipient is Macy Mayfield. I believe she is at soccer as well. Congratulations to all of our recipients this year. They're very well deserving of the scholarship funds. Ta-da!
Come on, James. That's going to be the end of this, but before they wrap it up, how about a round of applause for Zoe? They dealt with a lot, including some skills back there. So we want to thank them for doing this for us today.
Like we said, at this time, we reached the end of our scholarship night. Congratulations to all the seniors who are here tonight. You and your family should be really proud of all the achievements you've made over the past 4 years. Once again, thank you for coming, and thank you to Andres for hosting tonight. We couldn't do it without them. Have a good night and drive safe.
I'll move everything out of my way. Here you go. She did it all for you. I did it all for you.